Hello all, welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. It is your guy Schroeds. Thanks for all the feedback on the last video. I have decided to create a new account with the hyperspace bundle. We'll talk about those reasons for a few minutes, and then we'll get into it. Yes, I did continue on with the legacy of Mr. Corran, the best star pilot in the galaxy. So why hyperspace bundle? Well, if you're going to spend any money in the game, then you might as well just get the hyperspace bundle. It's really the best deal. So I want to be competitive. I want to jump straight into Grand Arena, and I want to try something new. So all those reasons led me to this, plus your feedback. Seems like a lot of people want to see a hyperspace bundle opening. I'm not aware of many good documentations of that on YouTube. So, it'd be a good chance to explore that, a new challenge. And there's some positives to it and some negatives to it, and we'll talk about those in a minute. So it's certainly interesting. I look forward to going through this with you guys. So, first things I noticed as soon as I opened the bundle, which I did as soon as I hit level 3, is as soon as you finish the tutorial, which is really the best time to do it. I opened up Squad Arena to see where we were, and we were at 4,000 plus. That's not optimal. I think there's about 20,000 that'll end up being in the Squad Arena, so it could be worse, but really you want to try to get in the top 1 to 2,000. That's preferable. There's probably some people that started 4 or 5 days before me that got the hyperspace bundle, but that's okay. As you can actually see, we've moved up to number 20. So I started this about 48 hours ago. It's fairly late at night, for me at least. So I only did the 5 battles that night. The next day I did 1 extra refresh. Today I did 2 refreshes to get all the way up to top 20. So a lot of attacks to get all the way up here. That's kind of annoying. Fleet Arena was a similar thing, but I guess those arenas are smaller. So I was number 599 when I opened it. You'll see I got to number 4 today. Again, first day, no refreshes. Second day I did 1. Today I did 1. So that's pretty good. And again, Fleet Arena is really where you want to focus on early in the game. It's the best way to progress and get crystals. The payout's good. It's much easier to climb in Fleet Arena than it is in regular arena for whatever reason. That's just the way it is. So all the challenges are unlocked, which is great, but the fleet challenges are not. The last node is not complete for you. You can't even attempt all the capital ship stuff immediately. No, I was able to get Zetas, so that was positive. And none of the fleet missions are done, so I had to go through all the normal fleet missions on level 1, level 2, and all that, and all the hard missions. And they don't give you Anakin's ship, which is a big loss. They do give you some other good Galactic Republic ships, so that's the route we're going to go here. But we'll talk about that more in just a little bit. So you see they give you this big roster, but they don't give you any mods, which is really, really rough, because I'm at 760,000 GP now. I was about 650 after I opened it, something like that, and no mods. So if I was to jump straight into Grand Arena, starting up in a day or two, I'd get crushed because I would have no mods, and they would. Not to mention, I don't have any Zetas. They only give you half a Zeta. So thankfully, with Grand Arena just ending today, I should be able to get at least 1 Zeta before the next one starts, possibly 2. For fortunate, that would really help. But I'll probably be outnumbered on Zetas to start out with. Now, doing well in Fleet Arena might help make up for that some, and help us get caught up. But we got a lot of bloat with this roster. There's lots of teams like Rogue One. There's some Resistance. There's some First Order that is just not good. There's extra Night Sisters, Imperial Troopers. There's some Galactic Republic stuff that is not helpful. There's, even Darth Maul, Sidious. Eventually some of the stuff is going to help out down the road. It'll save some farming time, a lot of farming time, but there's a lot of bloat. So if you're trying to be hyper efficient, hyperspace pack's probably not the way to go. But if you're going to spend any money on this game, I recommend it. Okay, so we talked about some of the issues. So let's talk about my strategy from here. Given what they give you, I decided to come up with some teams that I want to focus on for Grand Arena. So let's show you those. Sorry, my face is now glowing from my screen. Anyway, so let's actually, here we go, squads. So not all these characters I'm gonna have, obviously. Mostly over here, I'll have some of these. I've got Empire, TIE Fighter Pilot. They don't give them to you. You do get some free shards with the pilot training stuff, but I'm probably gonna replace him with Darkside Bastila before GAC even begins. Hopefully, I can get enough shards to get her unlocked and geared up relatively enough to be competitive and get some good speed mods with potency. So that'll give me a good Empire team. I've already got Darth Vader 6 stars with all the achievements that you get for free. It's crazy. Palpatine was an easy unlock. Thrawn was also an easy unlock. They give you enough Phoenix. You can unlock both of those right off the bat. And Grand Moff Tarkin, they give you at 5 stars. Then you get to do those fleet commander missions. And voila, you get an extra 80 shards or something like that of him. So it not hard to get into 6 stars. So we're going to go with that. Jedi is going to be my squad arena team for now. So Bastila, Yoda, Jedi Knight, Anakin, Ahsoka, those are kind of the core 4. Jolie, when I get him unlocked and get the Zeta, we'll add him. So that's really more of a Jedi later kind of deal. That hopefully we'll be able to work that out soon for Grand Arena. Later on, after I get JKR, it'll change up a little bit. Phoenix, you gotta have these to unlock Thrawn. So unfortunately, they're not a great team, but you're gonna have them at a high enough GP level that you need to use them. You're not gonna have better teams for a little bit, so we'll use them. First Order, they give you 6 First Order. But Hux really makes that team so much better. So these are 5 I'm going to try to go for. I'll try to start farming Hux before too long. Right now I can't do it. I don't have the daily energy. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So Padme is a team that I want to get to. Obviously, you don't have Separatists right now, so there's no way to get Padme. Old Republic's a team, of course, I'm farming, but that'll be in the future. Bounty Hunters, they give you all these except for Bosk, and this is not the best Bounty Hunter team by any stretch, but we're trying to maximize our GP here. So I could farm Dengar, but then one of these guys would be sitting on the sideline just eating up GP and doing nothing for me. So I'm going to do a slightly not as good team, but more GP efficiency. And you'll notice I did take out Jango Fett here. I'm going to put him with the Separatist after I get Separatist farmed up. Right now, the only one they give you is Dooku. Clones, they do give you the full clone team. Obviously, Cody is not really a great character right now. Clone Sergeant isn't even all that great, but at least he goes with clones. And he's got a ship, which we'll use. So we'll get some use out of Clone Sergeant. We'll try to get to Shaak Ti as soon as possible. Even at 2-3 stars, that's a much better team with Shaak Ti than it is with Cody. They do give you a full Night Sister team. Unfortunately, they don't give you Zombie. You really need Zombie to make that team go. And I think you need her gear 9, maybe 10, before she has the Endless Horde ability. So, Night Sisters, but just farming up one character isn't too bad. So that's a team that we're going to make good use of as well fairly early on. So for now, it'll be Night Sisters, Bounty Hunters, Empire, Jedi, Phoenix, and maybe First Order if we need it. Only 3 teams on offense, 3 on defense. So yeah, there'll be 6 teams. Or 7 teams, excuse me, with clones. Geos is a team obviously we want to get to as well. It's a great early team to focus on. GBA is just so good. But if they release Mon Mothma, I would certainly want to farm her up, as they give you some Rebel fighters as well. In fact, misclick. I'll show you those real quick. So Rebel fighters, Wedge and Biggs are pilots that I'll probably use fairly early. Bays and Churret to seem like good ones to add to. I think it's the Hoth Rebel Scout with his basic. Misclick again. Yeah, that'd be a good one to add. But outside of the Mon Mothma team, he's got no use. So we'll see. But who knows when they're going to release Mon Mothma? And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of money. So I did mention, I think that I would spend a little bit more money. So they had 2 packs in here. They were both $5. One was a basic Kylo pack, and the other was a scavenger ray pack. Both had 80 shards, 1 million gold, and like 400 or 500 energy, and some other stuff with them for $5. So I did end up buying both of those. I haven't bought anything else. None of these are really awesome values. These ones, aside from the Omegas, the gear that they give you for the price is just not good. It's not a good value. None of these that cost crystals are good value. Some of these are fine, but they're not what we need right now. So I'm not going to spend money willy-nilly. We're going to try to keep it at $10 a month tops. I mean, I do have a primary account that I'll spend a little bit of money on here and there, but I'm not made of money. I've got a budget, so if if you really want to throw me some bucks, leave some comments. I'll discuss with you. I've got a PayPal. You're welcome to contribute to this project. But anyway, so that's basically where we're standing right now. I did go through my roster and make some teams for GAC. You'll see those here. These teams are terrible, but they're not absolutely awful teams. They're not good right now. And again, mods being the really, really big issue. It's hard to find good mods. They don't give you any modding supplies. You have to work on these battles to even be able to farm them, which is kind of annoying. It'd be great if you could just send those right off the bat, but you can't. So can't slice mods off the bat. It's hard to farm mods, hard to get good mods. I've had terrible luck finding speed on anything. So I mean, I've got some crappy mods on some guys, but that's where we're at. So yeah, one of the good things, excuse my cough here. I was able to go through the basic learning Rebels and learning Empire events, so get some extra shards from that on top of the 5 stars that they give you. They don't quite give you enough smugglers for the Smugglers Run event, so I'm going to get Young Han up to maybe 3 stars, 4 stars, something like that, so I can at least be doing that event. Yeah, and the Fleet Mastery events, they go through all those, so you get some extra shards of whatnot for that. I mentioned that already. So that was good. So the ships, this was interesting. So they actually give you some Galactic Republic ships, and considering a Negotiator is probably the best capital ship in the game, again, we're cheap, so still haven't bought that full program, but it's easy. We'll just reload it here. So we're actually going to go with Mace Windu, the Endurance, as our starting capital ship, and we're going to try to farm some of these ships. So I'm farming Anakin's ship in the fleets. I'm going to get Rex's ship out of the fleet arena store. We'll farm all these, these 3 as quick as I can. Jedi Consular, I'm not even going to bother, because it's not a great ship. You're not going to use it in the long run, and Jedi Consular is terrible, unfortunately. I would love for him to be great, but he's just not good. So the Endurance. This is where it's interesting here. Allies with protection of plus 12% offense and defense, double for Galactic Republic allies. So the Ahsoka and Anakin really hit hard. That's the main reason I'm going to do this. Is that when they have protection, they're getting plus 24% offense right now. That'll actually increase. So when you're done, they'll have plus 30% offense. That's nothing to sneeze at. And with fives, he's pretty tanky. So if you start him out there too, you can give him a taunt and critical hit immunity. Hopefully he'll have protection as well, so he's getting those bonuses, and he can lay out some damage if he gets some target locks. So it's not terrible. Then if you can get to his ultimate, that protection up, that's a lot of protection up. So that's not awful. Retribution's nice too. The main thing is it's only lasts for 2 turns. I wish it lasted for 3 turns. Then Endurance might actually be okay. It's still not a great capital ship, but I don't really see people ever really go in Endurance early. I just wanted to give it a try and see how it works. So this may be a mistake, but hey, that's why we do this, right? So that you can learn from my mistakes. Okay. So the only other ship I really plan on focusing much on is the Silencer. It's a fantastic ship with a stun, can deal good damage, and crew is good in that first order lineup. If he's the only one to gear up, he can be deceptively hard to kill, making that whole team a little bit tougher. So these are all the ships they give you. They give you 4 rebel ships there, but until you get the Millennium Falcon, rebel lineup is lacking in punch. Plus, I don't really want to be gearing up Phoenix and Biggs and Wedge, even though Wedge is my favorite character in all of Star Wars. When we're talking about Grand Arena and efficiency, it's not the way to go. Okay, so I wanted to touch briefly on farming and what I'm doing here. Let's jump back to here. So here we go. So this is my basic guide. It may look a little complicated, but it's really not. So daily energy, you get 240 energy per day. That's 1 energy every 6 minutes. If you get your 3 refreshes, it's each 45 energy, so you get 375 energy for free each day. So I'm calculating right now. I'm going to do 3 refreshes, but I can easily change this. If I do 1, then I get 120 extra energy, so I'll get 495 energy a day. If I do 0, 375, obviously. Then if I do 3 refreshes, I'm almost doubling the amount of energy I'm getting each day, so 735. So I listed out what I wanted to farm, saw how much energy that was, and then I determined how many refreshes I need to do. So that's the good thing about the hyperspace pack. You're doing well in arenas. I'll be able to get the crystal income each day to do this, to farm everything. So out of the dark side battles, Bachelor Shan is obvious. Thankfully, they do give you her at 5 stars, so that one won't be super long. Jolie, they don't give you. Fallen Bachelor, they don't give you. Bosk, they don't give you. All of those are very important early on. So we really need to do all those. Jedi Knight Anakin, they give you at 5 stars. I'm farming him out of Cantina as well because I really want to get him to 7 stars as quick as possible. Both for the ship and for his team. And again, I apologize for this cough. Might have had COVID recently. Missed a couple weeks of work, so still recovering from that a little bit. Thankfully, I didn't give it to anybody else. So I stayed home, but and I didn't die, so I'm grateful. So anyway, Jedi Knight Anakin, good one to go for. But that farm, I don't think will take all that long because I'm farming him out of Cantina. So after I'm done with him, you know, I can chop that off. Then I'm down to 600 energy, drop back to 2 refreshes. 600 energy, get 615 a day. I have a surplus of 15 energy each day. We'll be looking good there. And I'll save us 50 crystals we can put somewhere else. Again, farming Zalbar, Juhani getting those Old Republic, going for the Revens and Jango Fett because that has boss ship, and Jango's a very good bounty hunter. Plus, he's a separatist, so he's just useful all the way around. So the guild store, we'll go for Rex and Echo, and Fives if he shows up too. I think he might from time to time. I'll have to call it quits here soon because of this cough. It gets worse the more I talk. Rex has a ship that'll pair with our Galactic Republic ships. Plus, it's a good team to have in the future. Cantina store will go with Ahsoka, then we'll go for Fives, then Boba Fett. I'm trying to get Ahsoka done as quick as possible. Squad Arena store. This is something I forgot to mention earlier. I did join my old guild, Greedos Burritos. Shout out to them. Thanks for having me back. They're doing all heroic raids, but you can't participate in those until you have a 7-star character, and they don't give you any 7-star characters. But Mace was basically 6 stars because of the fleet commander training stuff. So because he was one of my 3 to 6-star characters, I decided to just knock him out, give him 7 stars. I have a 7-star character, so I can participate in raids, and he's my fleet commander. So even though he's unfortunately not good in the game, we're gonna knock him out quick. Then we'll jump over to HK and then Kanan and go from there. Wrap this up quickly. Galactic War Store, go for Ahsoka's ship, then keep farming out. Fleet Arena Store, Ahsoka and her ship both show up there. Of course, always have save currency for General Grievous. Guild events, we're just going to hoard. Okay. Afraid you're going to have to call it a night there. Stop talking with this cough. Please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to show some more content soon. One last thing. Sorry for the delay here. I want to give a shout out to a new friend, Majestic Rival. I'll leave a link in the description box here. He actually started a similar Let's Play series. He's going completely free to play, and he happens to be in the same shard that I am. We bumped into each other on Facebook. We're going to do some collaboration here soon. So please go check him out. And you can follow him, and it'll be a great comparison to see where the hyperspace bundle goes versus the free to play. As we're in the same shard, see the progress there, and that'll hopefully help some people kind of figure out what they want to do. So shout out to him for doing that and being willing to collaborate, and we'll certainly look forward to doing that. Anyway, appreciate you all watching. You have a blessed night, and we'll see you on the next video.